You know, that is just darn ugly, isn't it? See, I like the chisel because it takes a lot off. But it's just darn ugly. But this is not the final work. This is the let's just get a lot of lumber off stage. Excuse me, jeez. You know, let's get the knife to that. That does look kind of ugly. It's very difficult to use a big chisel to make, you know, some clean cuts. And it doesn't have to be perfect right now because there's still quite a bit more shaping to go. I just kind of hate having things kind of ugly. A little cleaner. Define clean in this. And then we'll leave it at the end to what I always call the housemaid or the housekeeping. Okay, we'll just kind of give this a quick rounding. We don't want to go too deep. Take too much off right now. Get the back of the head, a little bit of stop cut in there. Okay, now I think we are in the part where we can start penciling in the face features. And I'm kind of just kind of penciling it in right now. Start with the top. Even though he's got this receding hairline, we'll just kind of recede it this way, just for now. And it does come back a little bit, and then comes ahead like this. You can see that right there. See how it comes back and then forward, kind of towards the eye. So it's almost heart shape, or almost, I would say almost like Dracula. Maybe Dracula is not the right way. And then I'm going to put it all together by coming down here. And it does come almost straight down and across. Kind of straight down and across. Something like that. And what's going to happen is that it is going to put that line back in. Let's make measurements to be on the safe side here. Let's start again with, I was just thinking that before this is the problem I usually have the most, is giving enough room for the mouth and making sure I got enough for a nice beard here is usually where I have problems here. Let's get like I said, just a little bit. I think I can still take some of that nose off. So I'm going to go from eye to mouth just to see, make sure we're still on track, eyeball to mouth. And then the mouth would be about here. So we're doing pretty good. Because it's kind of hard to make a measurement between the eyeball and where the beard starts. And again, it's kind of difficult where I think right about here, if I were to level that off, okay, so that means we're right on track here. So now I can start putting in all of this. Like I said, it's going to come almost straight down. I think I've seen some pictures where it actually comes down and scoops a little bit, but I'm going to leave that as is for now. He doesn't have too much in sideburns. And I think I can at least get started on what we got here. I'll get up to the camera a little more here. This is a kind of a semi-commitment. You know, we can still shape it a little bit, but at least we know what to do. I'm going to come down just a little bit more. Can always take it back. Come back just a little bit. I think we might end up taking it back a little more. I like to do these things in stages and steps, like just to kind of get something started as to where something should kind of be, and then we have to take off more. Okay, so it kind of looks a little alien-ish. Right now it does kind of look like the forehead is too much. We can probably start taking care of that right now. Now I'm going to do my little stop cut here. Now I like to use the chisel first to put the stop cut in. You can just use your knife as a stop cut. Now before, let me put the knife down. Now we want this before I forget, now one thing that's interesting about Abe is he's got this cheekbone here. So the cheekbone is just slightly below the eyes. So we want to make sure we leave that alone. And when we carve, we're going to carve in a little bit this way. Just below this eyeball, right about there. I think I need to bring this down a little more. And that's going to come in this way. And there's going to be a lot more to it. And then it's going to flare out this way, and then it's going to flare out this way a little bit. Usually I like to do that, put that pencil mark in there, because sometimes I get kind of knife happy and then, oops, I forgot to put that in and it's too late. A little more comfy here. And I want to remember that I still want this to be relatively square. Now the reason why it looks like the head is too high is because we want the hair to come up. So in other words, the head, his bald spot, you might say, receding hairline, we can start carving down. And I just want to scoop right here a little bit. Where is it? Oh, we still got to put on a little bit of a scoop. And go straight up. Just on that side, it's just starting to look like old Abe there. Just starting to look like old Abe. All right, let's do the other side. Put in a deeper stop cut. Oops. I'll have to work with that. Probably could have used my chisel on this, but because if we're starting to getting more into the detailing, so I like to have the control of the knife. Went out of there. Straight up. Let's clean that up a little bit here. Got a little too chippy.